Tonight, a good battle in the black and blue NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Bundle up. We're underway on a cold night in Chicago. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. #1 pick of the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there were some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine because there is no question. When this guy is in the right system with the right play caller, he is as talented and as productive as any quarterback we've seen come out of the draft in the last couple years.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation?
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Chicago.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. The back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the gun, it's Love. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So I don't hate this call, but you think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short, bomb, punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
The Bears offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10.
What's up?
They'll run with Manunga. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Here's a give left side. This is Swift. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Another run here, another run by Swift. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another 1st down.
Hey, Mike, you know the best time to pick up 1st downs is? On 1st downs. Don't wait for 3rd down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 1st downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. And he's in. What a try. Luther Burden. Touchdown there.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears are out to a 10-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready for their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10.
Check White.
Now Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Love to throw. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And the whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll go again with Swift, and he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. Here comes third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll come up here, first and 10. We're going to run it here with Manunga. Finding room at the 35. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs, kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is good.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Williams on first and 10. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. It is second and 9. A run here with Swift. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Third and short yardage. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Chicken lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. When you standing in your front yard yelling, bring them out, bring them out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring them out.
Here's first and 10.
What is up?
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That is intercepted. Picked off back over at their own 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. The Packers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Get started with 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Come on, set.
To Watson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Christian Watson. 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready, ready. Set.
Back to throw is Love. This one is caught by Reed. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, my short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Set, ready, ready.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd down.
Set. Ready.
Here's Love. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Ready.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Set, hunt. 50, green, ready.
Love to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. The all-pro Micah Parsons is there for the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the Bears 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
1st down.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this 1st down. And that's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On third down, it's Williams. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He's close to a 1st down. Gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 1.
Yellow, line.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
First down. It's a gain of 3. First down.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Ready.
On 1st down, it's Love. To the tight end, Musgrave. He's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Love. That is pulled in at the 5. And the Packers going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
On the set. Let's go. 33.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. This one caught at the 4. And he will score. Game on. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
What is it hurt?
They will run it over center with Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Williams. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete.
And we got a big 3rd down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with the conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That one on target to Moore. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here's Swift. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it is Manunga. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so a 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left.
At the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Manunga gonna get it again, and he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
Third and a yard. Run now for Manunga. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams, and he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. Works out as they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, here is Manunga. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw. That's out left and complete to Burton. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of
A
37.
big one here in the fourth quarter. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a gain of
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
On second and goal, they'll give him another shot. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. The Bears go ahead, take their third and final timeout. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Once more from the 2, third and goal. They'll run, and he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it's fourth and goal. So this one in the win column for the Bears. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory in this low-scoring affair. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.